Hi, my name is Emma, and I have the craziest story to share with you today. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to MSA.2025 for more amazing and unbelievable stories. Let's get started! It all started on my 16th birthday. I was just an ordinary high school student living a pretty boring life, or so I thought. That morning, I woke up to find my parents acting strange. They were glued to the TV, looking at me, but it wasn't live footage. It was me from the day before. At first, I thought it was some kind of prank or hidden camera show. On the screen, I saw everything I did the previous day. Brushing my teeth, arguing with my little brother, and even sneaking an extra slice of cake when no one was looking. It was like my entire day had been recorded and edited into a reality TV episode. I panicked and asked my parents how this was possible. They were just as confused as I was. My dad tried to switch the channel, but every station was playing the same footage of me. The title read, The Life of Emma, Episode 1. I rushed to school, hoping it was just a weird glitch. But when I got there, everyone was staring at me. My best friend, Lily, ran up to me, holding her phone. Emma, have you seen this? Your life is all over the internet. Apparently, it wasn't just on TV. Clips of my life were trending on social media. People were commenting on everything I did. From the way I styled my hair to how I rolled my eyes at Mrs. Thompson, our math teacher. The worst part, everyone was talking about the scene where I cheated on yesterday's math test. I had thought no one saw me sneak a peek at Lily's paper, but the cameras had caught everything. The whole school knew. Mrs. Thompson called me to her office. She looked disappointed. Emma, I expected better from you, she said. I tried to explain that I didn't know how or why my life was being filmed, but she wasn't interested in excuses. She gave me detention for a week. As I sat in detention, I realized the show wasn't just exposing my bad moments. It was highlighting every embarrassing thing I did, like the time I tripped in the cafeteria and spilled spaghetti all over my crush, Jake. Yep, that was episode 2. By episode 3, people were watching my life like it was their favorite soap opera. Strangers on the street recognized me. Some even asked for autographs. It was surreal and terrifying. Not all the episodes were bad, though. In episode 4, I helped an elderly neighbor carry her groceries. The viewers loved that. For once, I was getting positive comments. Emma's so kind-hearted, one person wrote. But the good moments didn't outweigh the bad ones. Every mistake I made was amplified. In episode 5, I accidentally walked into the boys' bathroom. The humiliation was unbearable. People wouldn't stop bringing it up. I tried to avoid doing anything embarrassing, but that only made things worse. The episodes became boring, and the comments turned nasty. Emma's life is so dull, someone wrote. Do something interesting. Desperate to win back the audience, I started taking risks. I skipped class one day and went to the mall instead. The viewers loved it, but my parents were furious. They grounded me for a month. As the episodes continued, I noticed a pattern. The show only aired what happened the previous day. That meant I had no control over what people saw. If I made a mistake, the whole world would know about it by morning. I started to feel paranoid. Was someone following me? How were they getting this footage? I searched my room for hidden cameras but found nothing. It was like magic or a curse. One day, I decided to test the show's limits. I stayed in bed all day, refusing to do anything. The next morning, episode 12 aired. Emma does nothing. It was just footage of me sleeping and scrolling through my phone. Even then, people commented on my choice of pajamas. Lily tried to cheer me up. Maybe this is your chance to inspire people, she said. If the whole world is watching, why not do something meaningful? Her words stuck with me. I decided to volunteer at a local animal shelter. Episode 13 showed me feeding puppies and cleaning cages. For once, the comments were overwhelmingly positive. Emma's a hero, someone wrote. But the good vibes didn't last long. In episode 14, I accidentally spilled dog food all over myself. The viewers turned it into a meme. I couldn't win. Then came the breaking point. In episode 20, my little brother found my diary and read it out loud on camera. All my secrets were exposed. My crush on Jake, my fears about failing math, and even my dreams of becoming a singer. I was mortified. Jake saw the episode and started avoiding me. My classmates teased me relentlessly. I felt like my life was falling apart. That night, I broke down. I begged the universe to make it stop. Why is this happening to me? I cried. The next morning, things took a different turn. Episode 21 aired a scene I wasn't prepared for. It showed my parents having a heated argument about money. They were discussing overdue bills and how we might lose our house if things didn't improve soon. I hadn't realized how bad our financial situation was. Watching my parents' struggles on screen broke my heart. What made it worse was seeing the comments roll in. Strangers were weighing in on my family's personal problems. But then, something unexpected happened. Among the comments, someone suggested setting up a GoFundMe page to help my family. Emma's family needs us, one user wrote. Let's come together and make a difference. Within hours, the GoFundMe link was shared across social media. People from all over the world started donating.
Some gave small amounts, while others contributed hundreds of dollars. It was overwhelming. By the end of the day, the fundraiser had surpassed its goal. My parents couldn't believe it when they saw the account balance. Tears streamed down their faces as they realized we wouldn't have to worry about losing our home anymore. For the first time, I felt like the show wasn't just a curse. It had brought out the kindness in people. Strangers had rallied around my family when we needed it most. It was a reminder that even in the darkest times, there's still good in the world. But not everyone was happy about the sudden attention my family received. Some people in my town started getting jealous. They felt like I didn't deserve the help we were getting. Why should Emma's family get a free ride? One neighbor muttered loudly when we passed them on the street. At school, the jealousy was even worse. A group of girls who never paid much attention to me before started whispering and pointing every time I walked by. One day, I overheard them in the bathroom. If my life was aired on TV, I'd be famous by now, one of them said. Emma's just lucky. Another chimed in. Yeah, I'd actually do something exciting if I were her. She doesn't even try, and people still love her. Their words stung. It wasn't like I asked for my life to be televised. Even some of my friends started acting differently. Lily, who had always supported me, seemed distant. She stopped inviting me to hang out after school and would cut our conversations short. When I finally confronted her, she shrugged. It's just, everything's about you now. Don't you get tired of being in the spotlight? The jealousy didn't stop at school. Online, people who once left positive comments began posting hateful things. Why does Emma's family need help? There are way more deserving people out there, one person wrote. Another said, she's just a spoiled brat with a camera crew following her around. It felt like no matter what I did, someone would find a reason to criticize me. If I did something good, people would say I was doing it for attention. If I made a mistake, they'd pounce on it like vultures. One morning, I woke up to find a new episode trending online. It showed me walking into a coffee shop and buying a latte. Pretty normal, right? But people in the comments were tearing me apart. Must be nice to afford fancy coffee, while your family was begging for money, one person wrote. I started feeling trapped. My life wasn't my own anymore. Every decision I made, every step I took, was scrutinized by millions of strangers. And now, even the people closest to me were turning against me. Thank you so much for watching my story. But this is just the beginning. There's still so much more to share. Want to know how I deal with the jealousy, the challenges, and the unexpected twists in my life? Make sure to stay tuned for part 2. It's going to be even more intense. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. See you in the next episode.